All right, what is up, y'all? Welcome to the Mindset Matters channel where we talk about mindset. So, if you love talking about mindset, go ahead and subscribe. Like this video if you find value from it, and we're going to get right into it. All right, I'm holding my daughter right now. She's drinking some milk. My son is asleep right here off to the side. So, we're going to make this a quick live. Here, make sure you don't get too far into the camera, dude. All right.
I don't fall down and cry.
No, you'll be okay. Topic for today, y'all. Life is art. Life is art. Okay? And so recognize everything we look at, every single thing we look at can be considered as art. Now, you could tell some jokes about that, but the fact of the matter is that every single thing that we see or we look at has to be, well, it doesn't have to be, but it's designed in a specific way. And that makes it automatically artistic. Like if you ever said you weren't a creative person or you didn't feel like you had any talent or whatever, it's already in you. This is why I talk about this stuff so much, is because it's important for people to realize that they have potential inside of them no matter what. Like no matter what. You have to really, really, really understand that. That's incredibly important for your life, to really understand that you have potential inside of you if you don't even think you do. Okay? So recognize that. Look at the things around you and analyze how was it possible for a human being to come up with this, right? The microphone, the mouse, the keyboard, this desk, the way bottles are made, this hat, the way it's designed, it's got the mesh in the back, my glasses, the way they're shaped, glasses themselves. Like there's so much you can continuously go on, which is what this is what fuels everything that I talk about, everything that I do, because that fascinates me, that every single thing we look at, and we're not even talking about the things that God created as far as nature. Everything that we've created, we should really be able to be really appreciative of, simply because this is us. This is our creation. This is something that we constructed, which is why there's always tweaks that are involved and stuff that we need to do to make sure that things get better. There's a lot that changes things, right? Like refrigerators. Let's talk about refrigerators, for instance. Think about, how did people store as much food back in the day if they didn't have a refrigerator? You know when a refrigerator was invented? Back in, like, I believe it's like the 30s. I had looked it up not too long ago. But let's take a look. Let's go ahead and let's see that. I'm gonna look this up real quick. And I'm using one hand, so bear with me. Was the there it is. When was the refrigerator invented? 1913. 1913. So that's just barely 100 years ago, y'all. Just barely 100 years ago. So that's really the main message I got for y'all today. Okay, then I'm gonna get back to my daddy duties. But really, really consider how much art there is. There's a lot of art inside you specifically, right? And then you look all around yourself and you see all of the different things that we can see as artistic, even the way that houses are designed, the way that these blinds are designed, right? There had to be some form of artistic thought that went into that. So really important, y'all, really important to pay attention to these things, because it'll help you to wake up with more zest, to help to wake up with more of a focus, more of a drive, because you'll see what's possible inside of you. So you want to get up and you want to try and figure out, what is it? What do you want to do? Who do you want to see? Where do you want to go? right? That's the way we need to look at life, is always in an optimistic, positive direction. Because as I always say, negative's always going to be there. It's always going to be there. So it's up to you to place your attention on what you want it to be placed on, right? And if you place it on art, if you place it on beautiful things, y'all seen that picture where they have the brain, one side's colorful, one side's not, right? Just think about what that could possibly represent. What could that possibly represent? Maybe looking at things in a very colorful and vibrant way, or not, right? And if you decide to look at things in a colorful and vibrant way, the side that's not is always going to be there, okay, and vice versa. But which is gonna lead you to feeling more elated, more uplifted, right? Not cut and dry black and white. That gets very old very quickly. But if you have vibrant colors, vibrant speech, animation, that's what's going to keep you interested. That's what keeps you, obviously there's a balance and you don't want to wreck the balance, but the color, the that's what, if we saw in black and white, y'all, do you know how that would be pretty dismal? And I'm pretty sure that's why we don't see like that. That's why we don't see in just black and white, right? There's colors involved to keep us engaged. So just stay engaged in life as much as you can. Pay attention to these things. Look at everything. Look at the trees. Look at the seasons. Look at uh, the things we created, roads and buildings and all of that stuff. It's very interesting. It's very interesting to just look and dive in, right? It seems very basic on the surface, but again, it's subatomic. It's below the conscious level of, oh yeah, I know what that is. Like, oh, I've seen that before multiple times. It's like, no, dive into it. Dive into it. See what it's really about. All right, baby. Done with her bottle. I'm done with my speech. Again, if you was watching this and you like mindset, this is the type of stuff that I like talking about. So that's why I come on here and talk about it. Hopefully it resonates with somebody that watches this. But yeah, mindset matters more than anything else. Okay. Again, like and subscribe. Share this video if you found value from it, or if it just made you think, right? If it made you think about yourself, like, oh man, maybe I do need to do that. Okay. But other than that, focus on the good as much as you can. And we'll see you guys next time. Anytime. Out. You doing all right, baby? Yeah, you good? Okay.